What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 2023 Ram 2500 heavy duty Rebel. This is a massive truck. We're going to take a full look at what this thing has to offer. Finished off in bright white. MSRP on this one is $92,800. So it is certainly a very nicely spec truck. Every single option you can pretty much get on this vehicle is on it. So underneath the hood, what is going to be in the HD? Well, we have that 6.7 liter Cummins 6-cylinder turbo diesel motor. You got over 800 pound-feet of torque, and it can tow about 15,000 pounds as equipped. It's also paired to this 6-speed automatic transmission. Of course, this is a 4-wheel drive truck as well. If we take a look at some of the styling, you get these LED headlights all blacked out, and a lot of black for the grille. Kind of unique looking with just how much mesh there is, and this shape is kind of unique as well. We get Ram written out in the center with a forward-facing camera, and then a metal front bumper with huge metal tow hooks. Huge opening right here to allow cooling to the intercooler. All of your parking sensors, LED fog lights down below as well. Pretty good looking truck overall. Nothing too crazy fancy. I feel like we're very familiar with just the shape overall. And then we have that sport hood for the Rebel, nice trim piece up in front, and then a really cool piece right here with 2500 heavy duty, some nice heat extraction vents, and I like just that nice clean line. If we make our way to the side now, you can see how the metal bumper wraps around, leading to these really cool looking fender flares, and then we get these new 20-inch wheels. They're a two-tone design with a 33-inch tire. We also have over 11 inches of ground clearance with Bill Stein shocks, so really capable off-road truck as well. We got that Cummins logo along with a Ram badge, and then a two-tone paint job with the gloss black down below. And then you can also see a nice set of Ram running boards. We get these tow mirrors on the side, all finished off in the black plastic. Get some LED lights on them, a camera down below, another camera back here, and then your two different pieces of glass. And then a lot of black all around the windows. You're also going to see a set of body colored door handles, just a clean body line running through it. And then this is a full crew cab with a 6-foot bed. So you got a pretty good side profile. It's pretty proportional. However, it is a huge truck. This is just so big. Now this has the Ram box, which is this piece right here. You can press this and open it up. You have it on both sides. It's basically a trunk on the side of your truck. Pretty useful. And they lock, of course. You got the same fender flare back here, your exhaust tip, and then a black metal bumper in back. You can see more parking sensors, trailer hitch, connections, then all of your badges with some nice lines throughout the bed. You can also grab this. We just have an electronic button. Pop that, and it's going to open up. And as you can see, of course, we have a bed cover. It's a trifold, and then all a nice spray and bed liner. There are LED lights back here as well. And then this piece in the center is pretty neat. You can move that all throughout the bed just to really divide it. And then this is about a 4-foot wide bed. You can fit plywood in here, which is nice to see. However, the Ram box does make this a little bit more narrow than if you opt without it. So it just kind of depends on what you need for your truck. Not too heavy, we can lift that back up. Nice LED taillights as well. And then if we go take a look at the back seats, this has a black leather interior. You can see it all along the door panel. And then the smooth leather piping as well as perforated leather in the centers. Pretty nice looking back seat as well. It can seat 3 people. And then you can also see an armrest with 2 cup holders. And then I really like, if you lift the seats up, this piece right here, if you lift both of these up, this will fold down and be a nice area to put stuff. And then you can also lift this one up, and you're of course going to have it in the center. You have your cup holders here as well, different plugs, heated seats, and air vents. You have more cup holders and then more storage. So you have a lot of different options to really load up the back with either people or cargo. And if I go ahead and close these, got a nice little leather piece on here. If I hop inside, so I'm 5'11", plenty of legroom and knee room, and a ton of headroom back here. Got a lot of glass as well to make it really just feel open in here. So not a bad place. The seats are at a decent recline too, so that's pretty comfortable back here. And then let's go check out the driver's seat now. This is a big truck once again, so the running boards really help. I mean, it actually takes a little bit entering and exiting. So on the door panel, you got more of that black leather, all of your window and mirror controls, and then some tow mirror adjustments up here, release handle and memory seating, all your power controls, and then I just like the seats. They have a cool look to them, pretty simple. You got the Rebel and Ram logo, smooth black leather on the headrest, and then a really nice steering wheel with, of course, all your controls. Got the grab handle up here once again, and then keep my foot on the brake. We'll just press the button, and that diesel engine is gonna roar to life. Got your 12-inch screen as well as a full digital gauge cluster. Pretty nice interior overall. And then taking a look at the gauge cluster, if I hit OK right now, you can adjust quite a few things and where you want them to show on the screen. So quite a lot of things you can display. You can change the style. So pretty neat to see all that. When you are in your main screen setup, if I scroll up and down, you can see your messages that are gonna pop up, audio controls, trailer braking, trailer settings. You have off-road controls as well. You can see that. Full screen nav, trip information, and then a lot of vehicle information is gonna come up through this screen. And then going back, you have driver's assistance, and then your main screen with your gauge cluster, and then you can scroll left and right, see a little bit more simple design. You can also see those controls on the left side that I was just using, all your cruise control, distance pacing, gear indicator, and then you also have your gear selector right over here. And then this stock honestly looks like one in a 2004 Ram. So this is kind of old looking in here, but that's just for your windshield wipers. Then we have the headlight controls. Not bad looking dash with some leather material all along it. We got the Harman Kardon system up there, some storage, more leather, and then you have two different glove boxes. So of course we have the normal one, and then we have the larger one down below as well. And then moving to the 12-inch screen, we of course have a full navigation system. If I hit home, you can see the 3 different settings on here. We also have audio controls, and then climate controls are gonna pop up. Super easy to do. You can swipe this up and down, all of your zones and fan speed, that navigation icon, the phone integration, and then going under vehicle, there's a lot of things that are gonna come up here if you wanna set things up. We have our cameras right here. You have a cargo cam, which is really nice to see. So you can view what is in the bed of the truck, and then you can adjust all the different views and really see pretty much everything. That is super nice to see. Exiting out of here, we have the off-road one as well. Going in here, you can do pitch and roll, vehicle dynamics, the forward-facing camera. So you have pretty much endless amounts of stuff that are gonna come up here. Then we also have the apps icon. A lot of different settings in here you're able to adjust. And then on the left side, we have fan speed and temperature, and then more climate controls on the right. Tuning and scrolling, volume on the left. And then down below that, we have some more plugs. You can see your exhaust brake, parking sensors, and then this one right here for the reverse system, braking adjustments, and then all the 4-wheel drive selections. So super capable truck. This is gonna be your work truck. This is a very capable vehicle. We have some storage down here that slides out of the way to reveal even more storage space. Get some plugs as well. And then in the center, we get the nice leather Ram Rebel, and then more storage down below, and then even more storage all the way in here. It is funny that they put this stuff on the back, because quite honestly, you're gonna be using your cell phone if you need basic information like that. But overall, it's a pretty nice place to be. Now up top, this mirror is really cool. Of course, it is a traditional mirror if you flip that back, but with the camera, if you toggle this button, you can see these ones which are on the mirrors to help see what's behind your trailer. So really cool design the way everything is set up. So with that said, let's take this Ram for a spin. So we are setting off now in the Ram 2500, giving it a little bit of acceleration. With the 850 pound-feet of torque, it's definitely peppy enough. It's certainly not crazy fast. I feel like I've been in other diesel trucks that feel a little faster than this. However, of course, towing what it can basically accelerate with a huge load on the back. So it's a pretty capable truck. First things you're gonna notice when you're driving it, it is big. Like, this seriously is a huge truck, probably one of the biggest stock vehicles that you can get. There is a lot of hood. You are really high up above all the traffic. It is wide. It is long. Like, this literally is huge. Steering is pretty vague just because, I mean, that's what it is. You know, it's a solid axle, big old truck. They drive like a truck. There is nothing like kind of a normal truck about this. If you drive a 1500 Laramie, it's going to be a little bit more normal and comfortable like an SUV. This drives like a truck. So it's pretty cool to where this is super capable. However, the suspension is super soft and comfortable. It is a nice place to be. You really don't have any sacrifices. While it still feels like a truck, it still is a pretty comfortable ride. You got all the technology you could need, and it's a pretty good place to be. The good visibility out the windshield, mirrors are fantastic, and of course the rear view is awesome, having the 2 different modes. Over your left and right shoulder, really no blind spots. You just got to monitor the back of the truck since it's so far away. But it's a pretty good place to be. Fit and finish is pretty good as well. You can hear the engine, so it's got some noise. Kind of like what you would expect from any big full-size diesel truck. Only drawbacks I'd say is just the steering. You definitely are fighting it a little bit, just keeping it straight and in the lane. And then the brakes, you really got to put some muscle into them to bring it to a halt, given it weighs 7,500 pounds. So you got that to it. However, normal driving, it's honestly a great place to be. The seats are comfortable. They have a lot of padding and a lot of adjustments to make it really roomy feeling. Back seats, same thing. So it's not a bad option for sure. You have a lot of good technology. The 6-speed seems to do a good job going through the gears, and you don't really feel like it needs like an 8-speed like other trucks are gonna have. So really no real complaints with it. It's just, you know, you're buying a ginormous truck, so just know that. Hitting some train tracks. These Bilstein shocks do a great job absorbing bumps, especially being the Rebel. You know, it's more off-road focused, so you kind of had that soft suspension setup. Off-roading, obviously you're not going to take it on tight trails being so large, but if you're hitting some off-pavement things on the job site, stuff like that, you know this is going to be very capable with the 4-wheel drive, with the ground clearance, and with everything like that. And probably one of my favorite features is the fact that you can put the cameras on while driving. I had the bed cover off, and I had about 600 bucks worth of plywood and 2x4s in the bed, and I could watch it here to make sure nothing was flying out. So it's really nice to see that. Of course, you have the turn signals where the camera is going to come up on this, which is really cool to see, and then all the other cameras you can do while driving. So it makes it easier to pilot such a big truck. And I think if you're looking for a super usable vehicle, while it does cost a lot, I mean, this could be the ultimate work truck and kind of do everything.